Okay, at this point, we're ready to put the money system into place. Now, one more thing before we do that. If we look at our blog here, what we should do is put over here our tag list or our label list. This allows people to find our content by label. So let's just go back, and then we're going to go down to layout. Okay, and I talked about gadgets before. We're going to do add a gadget over on the right side here. Okay, and then we'll bring the list over here. Now we're going to go down to the one that says label or labels. Okay, so this one, so we hit plus here. Okay, and you can change this, so let's call it index. You can call it whatever you want. More articles, article subjects. You decide what you want. Okay, so all labels are selected as we want. All, we'll do them alphabetically, and we can have a list or a cloud. I'm going to do cloud, and then we'll save. Okay, and then here it is over here. Now, the About Me, in my case, doesn't make sense to be on here because my profile doesn't match actually what I am doing on this particular blog. So we could go over here and we could either remove it or show About Me. I'm just going to remove it. Okay, so now I have article subject and blog archives. Okay, now I'm going to put the archives underneath, or the subjects underneath here. All right, so now let's save. Not sure if that did it or not. Okay, now let's go have a look at the blog. Okay, and then here's our tag cloud down here. Okay, so now we're ready. Now, we can just go to our blog here. We're good. We just need to bring this up so that we can easily get the URL when we need it. Okay, so now we go over to Yahoo Answers, and then on our subjects, we're going to go down to health because that's what we picked in this case. Click on that. Okay, and then we have all our categories up here. So you can pick one. So pick something that you have some interest in. Okay, so let's say dental. All right, now what we're going to do here is click answer. This brings up questions that are still open and awaiting answers. Okay, now remember at this point, our blog isn't eligible for AdSense yet, but that's perfectly fine. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be building traffic to it and posting more content on it to answer these questions, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and then it'll be eligible for AdSense, and then we'll be able to put the AdSense on it and continue with the system to make the money. Okay, now you'll see this Customize tab over here. Click on that, and then you want to click on one that has no best answer, and you can expand the whole thing here. Let's click Apply. Okay, so remember, we're trying to get the best answer on any of these questions. So now you can go through here and find one that you want to answer, and then we simply go over to Easy in Articles, post it on our blog, put a short summary in here with a link back to our site. Okay, now you can see down here that this one was posted 13 minutes ago, 52 minutes ago, 53 minutes ago. So these are the questions that you're going to want to answer. Okay, so let's go. Are my braces doing their work? Okay, so let's click here and go into the actual question. Okay, so this question is about braces and if they can be taken off early, and also concern about the gap being closed after 2 days when they're supposed to wear them for a year. So we could go over to Easy Articles and look that up. Okay, so let's go over here and do braces. See if we can find something on that. Okay, and then go through here and find an appropriate article. Okay, so here's an article I'm going to use. So I'm going to grab the title, just like before. We're going to take it, go over here to our blog, and we're going to go to posts. This page is posts. Okay, and then we're going to add a new. Yeah, let's post the title, or paste the title in here. All right, and then over here to labels, and we'll call this dental issues, comma, braces. Okay, done. Now we'll paste the body in here, and I always open up a notepad first and paste in there to take the formatting out. Okay, so there's notepad. Now let's go get the article. Grab this. Copy. Then we'll paste it in notepad. And we're just doing this to get rid of the formatting. It'll knock all the formatting out of it, and then you just have straight text there. Okay, now copy it back. I'll paste it in here. Okay. Okay, so now we'll go article source. All right, and then link. Make sure we got to open a new window. Okay, and publish. Okay, so here it is here. So let's have a look at it. Okay, and there's the article we're going to reference. Now back to Yahoo Answers, and we just put our answer in here, and then we are going to put our article source, which is our link back here. Okay, so just put an answer in there that you found within the article, and put your article in the source there, and you're done. Okay, so I wrote up my answer there, and I got see the article attached. You don't put that in all the time. So here's our article source. And now we're going to go get our link to our here, copy, back to here. We'll paste it in, submit. Okay, there it is right there. All right, so then we just go and we just do it all over again. We just keep doing this. Okay, so that's the system in a nutshell. You're just going to do a number of these every day, and people will come and look at the article, because especially if you get the best answer. So that's why we need to research the answer a little bit, give a good answer, and then a link back to the article source. Now, if you can't post an article source yet, you can just put it in here without the HTTP. Just put it in the text here, put www or whatever. We won't be able to put www if you're using Blogspot. You just put, without the HTTP, you can put the text in there. Okay, so that's it. That sends the traffic back to your blog. And once you have the AdSense on there, that starts making you the income.